I'm not in the right place, I'm out of here. Are you fed up of putting time, effort and money into getting new prospects to your website only to have them hit the back button and leave? Well, you're not alone, and there are two main reasons why you do not want a high bounce rate. Number one, it means that prospects are coming to your site, looking around and saying, I'm not in the right place, I'm out of here. But two, it also is telling Google that your website is not relevant for the search term they just came to your website for. And if that keeps happening, then Google will lower the ranking of your website for that search term because it just deems that it is not that relevant and people don't like it, and we do not want that happening. And this makes sense when you think about it because they're using real feedback from real users to influence the order of the listings in Google, which is pretty smart really. So firstly, just what is bounce rate? Well, bounce rate is the rate at which people bounce from your website, i.e. they come to a page on your website and then they leave without navigating any other pages from your site. Now, before we get into it, I'd love to know, do you actually track your bounce rate? Let me know in the comments below and let's get back into the video. Now, bounce rates vary, but as a general rule of thumb, you're really going to want to keep it to under about 40%. And if you want to check what your bounce rate is, you can log into your Google Analytics account, head over and just check out what the bounce rate is of your site and certain pages. You'll also be able to identify here what pages are particularly troublesome. It might be that a certain page that people are turning up to looking for a certain type of content just isn't laid out very well, and you can use bounce rate to identify this, fix it and get your bounce rate a little bit better. So if your bounce rate is higher, what can you do about it and how can we work to lower it? Number one, page speed. 40% of people will abandon a website that takes longer than 3 seconds to load. So you really want to make sure your website is loading in as fast a time as possible. Now, if you want to see how quick your website loads, you're going to want to head over to Google Page Speed Insights. Don't worry, I'm going to link all of this in the description below so you can check out the link after this video. But you're going to head over there, you're going to put your website in and you're going to hit go. And then Google's going to analyze it and it's going to tell you how fast it loads on a desktop and on a mobile, and also the things that are causing it to be slower so that you can give that list of things over to your dev or whoever deals with your website and ask them to help start correcting those issues so that your website can load faster. Now, as a rule of thumb, you just want to get your website to load as fast as possible. You know, there are always going to be things that are going to slow it down, but there are a lot of things that you can fix, things like image optimization and things like that, but that's another video. So just basically get the recommendations and ask your dev to help you work through them and get your site as quick as you possibly can, because that will have a good knock-on effect to not only your bounce rate improving, but also your rankings as well. Number two, clarity. How clear is it what you do, how you can help them, and that they are in the right place as soon as they hit that page on your website? Is it above the fold? Is the text not too small so they can actually read it? Is the page clear and uncluttered and focused? You just got to remember, like, do the test. You know, click on your search result for whatever term that is that you're going for, that you rank for, that you've got a high bounce rate for. Look at that page critically, or ask someone who does not know what you do to look at that page and tell you what they think that page does, and, you know, would it be helpful for them if they turned up there? If they can't work it out, it is not clear enough. You need to make sure that when somebody turns up to your site, it is crystal clear that they're in the right place. You can help them solve that problem. Otherwise, you are going to see a higher bounce rate. Number three, call to action, CTAs. Signpost where they need to go next, what they should expect when they get there. Include cross-linking between pages so that if you need them to navigate through pages, if there's lots of questions that throws up, make sure all the links are clearly there. Make sure there is some organization to it so you know where you're trying to get them to go and where they're going to end up. But just make sure, like when they turn up, and it needs to be crystal clear that you can help them and that they're in the right place, you also need to make sure it is crystal clear where they click to go to the next stage, whether that's apply or to read about something else or contact form or phone you, whatever it is. So make sure it's not hidden around in some kind of loosely veiled, slightly tone changed color of a text link, make sure there's a big button there, or there's a big signpost that basically says, here's next, here's more, here's to buy. Whatever the call to action may be, make sure it is clear. Number 4, videos can be your friends here. As long as they're not set to autoplay, they can help you get across something really quickly, really clearly, without the need for people to have to read lots and lots of text. So if you do have something that's quite complicated, or you've got a lot of things that you want to try and get in quick succession to show them how good you are or how good this thing is, consider using videos, short videos, to get those points across in a visual, clear way to help encourage them to kind of stay on the page, understand more about what you do, how you can help them, but also encourage them to take that next step and click on that call to action as well. And number 5, exit intent pop-ups. Pop-ups get a bad rap, but they can be useful in a last-ditch effort to get a person to take action before leaving. Think, you're on a site, you're about to leave, you scroll that mouse up to the top to hit on the X or hit on the back button, and up comes a pop-up with an offer. It might be a free audit, it might be 30% off their first order, whatever that may be. It might be a free webinar, something in order to kind of, that they came to your site for something. If you can give them something, some reason to stay, bring them on, lead them into something else, you can encourage them to click on that pop-up and go to the next stage. This will then decrease your bounce rate and also give you a chance of being able to convert that user, that searcher, rather than just have them hit the back button and to never be seen again. So although it's had a bad rap, you don't want to use pop-ups just all over the place. The exit intent pop-ups can work really well as a last-ditched effort to get that click and reduce that bounce rate before they leave your website. So if your bounce rate is a bit high and you want to decrease it, then make sure you check out those things above. Don't just ignore them and skirt over them and think that's just too simple. It definitely won't be that. They will definitely help. If you found this video useful, make sure you smash that like button. If you're new here, consider subscribing and hitting that bell icon to be notified as soon as I release new content just like this to help you build and scale your business through better systems, strategies and marketing. And I will see you in the next video.